Cheers to the tomboy. Rue, was I too harsh on you? Why does this feel like something terrible is about to happen? Hey, it's Faith from Tiny Wave TV, and this is my Legend of the Galactic Heroes journal, entry number 9. We got some chaotic episodes to cover this time, and y'all, it's getting increasingly more stressing, more painful to watch this anime.
I'm scared to death. I'm frightened, and I don't know what to do.
But I might be a masochist, so let's get it. Episode 71 was off to a romantic start. That was so Reinhard, if you know what I mean. And then Renthal's evaluation of the battle, that its meaning lies in emotion, is I think more so true about Reinhard's side of things. And when he said both Musiq and Reinhard want to fight and that history wants to drink blood, all of it shows how close he is in his sensibilities to Reinhard. This conversation was also brilliant in showing how different Mittermeier's thought process is from that of Reuenthal. It's all about practicality, like what do we want out of this battle? What kind of result? He thinks about the morning after and the peace it should bring. They're the realist and the crooked romantic, I'd say. When Rue gets all dark and emo, it's Wolf who gets him to snap out of it! But they were not the ship of the episode, if you ask me. First of all, Reinhard looks a lot happier with Rue by his side than he did when Oberstein was there. They were constantly hitting it off with their ideas and thoughts. And second of all, this part.
だが、ヤンウェンリーの件はどう思う？なるほど。この天才にして、あの魔術師を無視することは叶わぬと見える。おかしなものだ。俺は嫉妬したのか。
Do not tell me not to ship. Now, episode 72. When Carlson said, at least I brought the fight to the Kaiser's doorstep, that's good enough. I was like, girl, no. We will not get emotional here. By the time Musiq appeared on Reinhard's screen, I was bawling my eyes out. When he said democracy allows for equal friends and not for lords and retainers, and all those things about friendship, and then Reinhard reached out for his locket, I was like, yo, I was crying for a different reason here. You just had to bring up Z. Then we got Reinhard's reaction to the loss of Iserlohn that I was looking forward to. Yeah, of course. And Bittenfeld? Oh my god. He was like, yo, this is a minor defeat.
Why are you baka?
Fahrenheit flat out went, no, it's not. I love that. But what I loved even more was my girl Hilda stepping in like, you and y'all. Shut up. And then gave her accurate assessment of the situation.
Good job!
Also in this episode, Rue said something that I found interesting.
何か企んでいるとは思ったが、覚悟周到に数年先を予期していたとはな。
But shit escalated thanks to a certain snake. To think that one man could cause this much agitation by tweaking a little something. And if arriving in Iserlohn in episode 73 had given Wenli an iota of peace of mind, that was soon to be taken away. Watching the old man die was hard, but Wenli's reaction, it broke my heart all over again. I'm grateful to the Kazurns for bringing some lightheartedness and humor into this.
かんな。陽気と横着が取り柄の連中なのに、ああも沈んでいては。
あなたみたいに神経がワイヤーロープでできてる人ばかりじゃありませんもの。
Emotional damage!
権力者の言いなりになってるのが一番楽なのに、わざわざ自分たちから苦労を買って、しかもそれでお祭り気分なんですからね。
まったくそうさ、バカな連中だ。
一人の例外もなくね。
Reinhard's reaction to finally and officially annihilating the Alliance was nothing unexpected.
俺は宇宙で最も強大な存在となったんだ。だが、本当は今よりもなお強大な存在になり得たはずなのだ。
If he wants to become truly grand, he should go for a ponytail. Yes, and moving on to the next episode. Reinhard was like, alright, I am done with this ceremonial shit. We're going to war again.
Daddy, chill.
Now here comes the best part of the episode. I'm drooling over this gorgeously written 2 minutes of dialogue. Please bear with me because I can't just glide over it and move on. So, for better or for worse, Shenkov crossing out Karin's name opened up an opportunity for the girlie to show up at his door with a perfectly sound, work-related excuse. A safe way to figure out where he stood. But Shenkov handled the question in a very Shenkov manner.
私は作戦に完璧を期したかった。だから機関に限らず、白兵戦の経験のない者を参加させたくなかった。それだけのことだが、何かおかしいかね?
Do y'all see the look of disappointment on my girl's face? He had to specifically put it like, no, you weren't an exception. But what he said next was the bomb.
実のところは、 綺麗な女の子がトマホークを振り回すところなど見たくなかったのでね。
The sexist little remark in Shenkov's flirtatious style was enough to make Karine blow a fuse.
あなたは私の母を口説く時にもそんな調子だったんですか？
つまりはそれを聞くのが会見の真の目的か。
Now, with the safety net broken, she had to listen to his scolding like, be clear with your intentions and don't question my command. So she was like, yeah, okay, sorry, let's start over.
私の母を愛しておいででしたか？
愛してもいない女を抱くには人生は短すぎるだろうな。愛してもいない男に抱かれるにも人生は短すぎるだろうよ。
I loved her clear answer to his roundabout one.
閣下、私に命をくださったことには感謝しています。でも育てていただいたご恩はありませんし、閣下を敬愛すべき理由も私のうちには見出せません。
But I also feel bad for her. You can see that she's open to him, but there's no reciprocation on his side. Like imagine saying, I don't love and respect you to someone who never asked for it to begin with. Whew, did I talk too much? But I can't let go of this bit of drama without mentioning Poplin. Damn, he's sharp. He anticipated the friction, so he went to see Shenkov, and then he used his serious voice with him.
シェンコプ中将、少し真面目に言いますと、あの子は自分自身で感情を持て余しているし、それを的確に表現する術も知らんのです。年長者の側が出口へ誘ってやるべきだと俺は思いますね。
He sounds like a whole different person. I love it! The end of this episode was the beginning of yet another drama which blossomed in episode 75. Yes, I'm talking about this bitch dragging Runtal's name through the mud. The amount of disrespect, y'all, was insane. Ru is too graceful for this shit. And I know it sounds funny coming from me, you know, having criticized him a good deal before. Then came that flashback and... First of all, Blondie and Ginger? Who's the one calling him that? Oh my god. And second of all, you're telling me Ruental went to Reinhard in the pouring rain and asked for help so you could save me Termeyer? Ru, was I too harsh on you? 76 started with the dinner of the Daddies. No, not McClinger. He's not my type, okay? That sure made for a weird dynamic. One is like the chill daddy that listens more than he talks, but always has these positive vibes. Kessler's the more energetic daddy who introduces new topics and ideas into the conversation. And McClinger, he's the dude with the mustache. Alright, I shouldn't be too harsh. At least he has a good taste in art. Ru's punishment was finally decided and it was a promotion?
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
Also, look here.
ヤン・ウェンリーを撃ち、完全に宇宙を統一なさったら、オーディンへ戻って姉君にお会いになれますわね。
出過ぎたことを言わないでもらおう。フロイライン、あなたには関係のないことだ。
Reinhard, my boy. What the Alright, these two have come a long way. His trust in her and his respect for her are stronger than ever. She, on the other hand, is now more comfortable sharing her thoughts and advice with him. She had a lot of inhibitions before. She obviously has her and her family's interests to protect, but she also has such a soft spot for Reinhard as a person. I don't think she knows the scope of her feelings for him just yet, because she's not a Frederica, but it's becoming more apparent to her, with questions like what am I to him and what I want to be hovering over her head. So the ending this time? Y'all, why does this feel like something terrible is about to happen?
No! God, please, no!
My favorite part from episode 77 was this.
多少の遅れはやむを得んだろう。式典の最中に義手が勝手に軍務少将を殴りつけでもしたらシャレにもならん。いや、それも手だな。
And my least favorite, you know what it is. What the actual folk? 78 brought a good amount of Attenborough and Poplin bickering. We love that. Bittenfell's message came in, which according to Dusty,
文学的感受性とは無縁ですな。
his response was fire.
連年失敗続きにもかかわらずその都度階級が上昇する奇跡の人ビッテンフェルト提督へ機関の短所は勇気と資料の不均衡にありそれを是正したく思われるなら我が軍を攻撃されよ機関は失敗を教訓として成長する最後の機会を与えられるであろう
What the fuck?
Oh my god, this little exchange here.
唯一以外の少帥ダスティ・アッテンボローお前な俺はいいんですよ盛んだからそういう問題か
Some kind of explosion was bound to happen between Julian and Karin, and it did. This one was another interesting conversation, but I'll leave the commentary to Mr. and Mrs. Kazern.
どうもユリアンのやつ思っていたより不器用だな。
あら、ユリアはもともと不器用な子ですよ。
Boom. Roasted.
Meanwhile, we got Shankov being Shankov.
あれは別に隠し子ではないさ。俺自身も存在を知らなかったのであって、意図的に隠していたわけではない。公明正大なもので、誰からも後ろ指を刺される筋ではないさ。
Same, Poplin, same. On the other hand, Julian is not doing well. If I heard that in the middle of the night, I'd jump and scream twice as loud. What the hell, Julian?
なんだか今日はいろんなことがあって、自分が未熟な人間だってことを思い知らされて、それでつい大声を出して発散させたくなったんです。
That's actually painfully relatable. This was an important conversation on more than one level. They talked about the current situation, the contradictions and all. When I first watched it, I thought and wrote in my notes that maybe it's pure idealism on Wenli's side at this point. Like democracy has become another word that demands bloodshed. But then Wenli made it clear that he fights so that the roots of democracy may survive and coexist with the empire. And he thinks it necessary because if it's entirely uprooted, it takes a long time to revive. But he's fighting against Reinhard, who's a fine ruler, but also a brick wall, fixated on unification as the only possible route. He doesn't budge, he doesn't give Wenli much to work with. Then again, Wenli himself is quite uncompromising. I don't know. I'm just chewing on this stuff. One thing's for sure though.
テレビドラマのようにこの世に絶対悪と絶対善が存在するなら、人はなんと単純に生きられることだろうね。
The narrator said this was the last time Julian got to spend the night talking with Wenli. It also said at the end of the episode that one of the greatest tragedies of human history is upon us, and the fAlking Church of Terra scheming to kill Wenli? 79 was a fiery one.
砲撃戦用意。
God have mercy upon us.
We lost one of the hottest men in the entire galaxy. 200 degrees, y'all. That's why they called him Mr. Fahrenheit. We also got to see Karin in action. Cheers to the tomboy. The way Reinhard faced Bittenfeld in episode 80 was oddly sweet. It was like, yeah, this was exactly the kind of shit you would pull off. I don't know, at least you didn't act out of character. There you go. The last few minutes of the episode though. Woo! When they showed Reinhard shaking, I was like, oh my god, he's gonna scream or something. But then...
これだ。これでなくてはな。
And that psychotic laugh? It's actually depressing. Like the only times you can see him happy like this is, you know, at times like these. But then... He looked like he just realized a detail he'd overlooked. And I can't wait to be done with this so I can watch on and see y'all in the next one.